First drive twin turbo Ferrari V12 screams daily driven exotics. Now, we've seen the first one, dyno vid went crazy, anti-lag was shooting like a dragon out that piece. So yeah, they finally get to drive it, and now we get to see 1200 horsepower to the wheels on the asphalt.
I am such an amateur. It's super embarrassing, and that was honestly a really hard video to put out. I was heartbroken after an amazing day of Mike and Shane and everybody's efforts to put this car together. I was excited, and I was like, can I drive it? Mike's, of course you can drive it. And so I got in the car and you saw what happened. Mike went out of his way, way out of his way, to get the part. The differential company has been basically sold or auctioned off.
They kind of went out of business, and then someone bought all the inventory, but they don't really know what parts they have. So
somewhere in a warehouse.
It was a big mix-up, yeah.
So he was trying to get the parts, and long story short, it was a headache, but he got it done, came in clutch, actually got the car just put back together. Huge shout out to this guy again. I just can't keep giving him enough props. Here we are, we're gonna fire this thing up. Mike has a few things with this car that he still wants to get dialed in. Mike's gonna quickly explain that to you guys now, and then we're just gonna get to it, you guys. Let's fire this thing up. Let's get some heat in the engine. We all wanna hear the twin turbo F12 under load, and I really want to slide this thing around and burn some XComp tires. So, and again,
yeah, it's so solid that they have that
sending us tires so that we
they have
can
the
do
block
this
now.
Because you know what? One of the most
imagine just having to every time test the car and go through a track.
So many tires when you're doing it right, and we're going to go through
back on the
a lot of tires. So yes, thank you.
Block is a blessing.
As Damon was saying, there are a few teething problems with the car. It's not things that we can't solve. It's the battery. It's the charging system. We've got 4 massive fans on this thing, plus an electric power steering pump that draws a ton of amperage. So we need to get a much bigger battery in this thing. If that fixes it, awesome. If not, a bigger dive in and a few days of work to get that dialed in. Overall, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Possibly need to go down on the spring rate, but we'll see if we need to do that in the rear. And that's because on a drift car, you're sliding it and you're not loading the tire the same way you would be going through a corner on a road race car or a street car. You're not putting that load into the tire, you're breaking the tire loose. So you're gonna need a softer spring and a more compliant shock to get that tire to grip the road better. So you have more side bite and you have more forward bite. Swap these springs out to different.
You know what's crazy about this whole front suspension too?
We have
everything is custom, bro. He literally built this shit by hand. So if any of this breaks, well, first he has to test to see if it works the way he wants it to. But any of this breaks, he has to make it and make spares.
Adjustable shock canisters here, so we have high speed, low speed.
Or I think some of the,
actually, when you look at all this stuff, just the way that it's
I think some of the control arms or whatever is
zip tied it on there for now.
We got
still,
one clamp
a lot of that shit is
zip tie
custom
because we don't have the fenders on.
Oh yeah, this is a clamp.
Yep. So
I was looking at this, so it's pretty solid. It's on there, and you're saying you're not going to touch these for now. It's really just a spring rate in the rear.
Yeah, so just kind of like moving the car around, it felt pretty good in the front, but we didn't have a lot of side grip in the rear. But we'll see how it goes. We might need to change the spring rates too. It's good to just have some other options because when we go to different areas to do this, different surfaces require different amounts of grip. Having just a selection of a few springs makes a huge difference, especially on a car like this where we want to dial it in to just absolutely rip.
Let's put some heat in the engine and let's take this thing out for the very first freaking shakedown. I'm gonna grab some gear and we're about to have one hell of a video. It's either gonna go extremely good or it's gonna go extremely bad. I don't think there's gonna be anywhere in the middle. All right, time to fire the
I mean, it went good. I mean, based on the title and thumbnail.
I
hope they didn't break it again.
Here on the pad, I get excited.
We've been waiting so long for this thing to dry.
Right,
if it broke down, it'd be ridiculous.
Squiggly tire marks. So what's that all about?
That's the button when you're ready to shred the tires off this thing. Shane got the Motec all programmed. So when you put that button on, when you put it in gear, it raises the idle and it gets ready to go into the attack mode to just destroy tires. So
let's go. Attack mode. Let's go ahead and turn on the power. Boom. Everything's gonna wake up. Hell yeah.
So to start it up, it's a basic, just the ignition and then the start button.
Oh, I'm in the splash zone.
Are you in the splash zone, Tim? Tim's in the splash zone. Clear
Yeah, because that thing chugs fuel. Look at this. Bro, it just throws that shit in the air. It used to more anyway before it was too, but still.
Listen to that thing purr.
All right, so now we just gotta let it warm up. We gotta build up the oil temperature, the water temperature, and that helps. Once the engine gets warm, it transfers some of that heat into the gearbox. For the differential though, we'll have to just drive it around a little bit, get it all warmed up. You can feel the car out too, because
yeah, I'm so excited because I it the first night.
The first day you only drove it for this long.
I know. It was so quick and so over and so disappointing. It was honestly, it was the worst thing to do at the end of an amazing day. Well, we're also gonna need some fuel.
Bro.
Let's make sure this thing's
He spent like
topped off
hundreds of
because she is
thousands on the
thirsty.
build. Not only that, hundreds of thousands on the labor and years of his life.
There she goes.
And he just broke it in,
right
in
here.
a matter of 5 minutes.
All right, now it's
I really want to start to get the feel of what it's like with the helmet on and understanding the circumference of this car, as well as when I do practice in the BMW, you're going to start wearing a helmet every time, because when you're wearing a helmet, it does change your peripheral vision a little bit. And on top of all that, I would not be driving my F12 without having a really good driving shoe. So shout out to our boys at Pelote, because I have my driving shoes on.
All right, no free promo, bro. No
Helmet
free
design.
promo.
Body car. So this was a replica helmet made over top of an actual Araya Motorsport helmet. It's not just a shell. That's it.
Shout out to
I'm really
Damon, man. That's a
excited.
lot of
The
confidence.
first little drive, we're just gonna
He
warm
literally,
things up and then talk
like,
to Mike.
not
We're
even
gonna
just the
kind
car
of go
itself,
back
but he
and
literally
forth
broke the
between
car in a
driving
matter
it
of
for
5
the
minutes of
first
driving it,
time
and now he's back in
escalating
it.
things to the tire shredding. We
There's a
wanna
lot of
make sure
pressure
that
for him,
the car's
too,
not gonna break, and that I'm not doing any bad habits that Mike can pick up on. So
I'm gonna watch also and just see how the car moves. I can tell a lot just by looking at what the car is doing when he gives an input. If there's a lot of body roll, or if the front end is rolling or dipping under, braking. Obviously we're not going faster than about 60 or 70 miles an hour back here on the block, but there's a lot that you can still see about how the car moves if you have the experience to do so.
I don't load up.
Bro, that thing was chugging fuel. Like I said, bro, it just splashes it everywhere. One of the few times Damon warms up a car. I'm tired.
How's that feeling on that first?
Oh, dude, like, first of all, the adrenaline.
Oh, nah,
dump.
they baited us with that,
I'm
bro.
just excited to be in this car. Like, very excited. It feels very smooth. Seatbelt time. Mike's giving me the approval to slide it around a little bit. So I'll probably just get a little momentum, clutch in, pull the handbrake, release the handbrake, then get back on the throttle.
Yeah, also warm up the tires a bit, right? Get some heat in the fronts, get some heat in the rears, just so it's consistent, so you know it's going to happen. We did clean the block a bit, but obviously it's still slippery out here. So
What's the
Yeah,
trick to
because they have like
warming up
4
the
different
front tires
compounds
when
on
I always see you guys
the
doing
block,
whole
so it's
scrubbing
like
thing? How do you do that?
yeah, so you basically just drive forward.
There's not much you can do
and
about
crank
that.
the wheel, and you'll create an understeer, and then you can give it a blip of throttle. It's a balance, right? You can give it a blip of throttle, and if you do it right, it'll light the rears up and rotate the car. If you don't do it right, if you're kind of lazy with it, it'll want to push the car even more. So, depending on what you do, obviously you put clutch in and e-brake if you need to rotate it.
Okay. Let's try not to screw this up.
yo,
Oh, baby.
that sounds stupid, bro.
Dude, it's so snappy.
It is crazy snappy.
That thing looks like a little go-kart, bro. And I'm not talking about like the bigger ones, like, you know, the electric little like RC go-kart type of cars with that much torque. Like, that's how it moves on that bigger scale. Like, bro, he literally taps the throttle and it just moves. he's not even pushing it, bro. That's like 10 to 15% easily.
Goddamn! Oh my god! Like, honestly, this is the sickest car, dude.
Yeah.
You built the sickest car. Thank you.
Dude, obviously, I just putted this thing around a bit, but the initial thought was like, holy crap, this car is so good.
It's so good.
It's so tight, like the steering inputs do exactly what you want it to do. The throttle is instant. It sounds insane. The way it looks when it moves even looks good. So, dude, it's
a monster
it's an
whip,
absolute
bro.
beast of a machine is all I can say.
So am I doing okay with the scrubbing like I was?
Yeah, I think, let me check the temps real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got some temperature in the tires now, so you can feel it out a little more.
Pick it up?
Yeah, just get an idea of what everything does and how you feel, and you know, pick up the pace as you feel like you should.
Pick up the pace, bro. That's a dangerous thing to say, bro. I know Damon. We know Damon.
Driver's good.
He's just gonna match the throttle. Next thing you know, he's flying at 100 miles an hour in the block.
Driving this absolute
No, it's a
monster of a
promo.
car
It's a
today
promo.
has
It's a
been
promo. It's a
amazing.
promo. It's a promo. It's a promo. No free promo. No free promo. No free promo. No free promo.
Alternative.
Alright, Gucci. Have you ever seen a car do donuts? Like, I'm just talking about a regular street car. The difference between that and this is astronomical. Like, it just moves so easily. Obviously, any car can move, but just like sideways, it's ridiculous. And this is on a light, like a very, very mild setting. Mike getting them cameras, that boy was squatting on the corner. Yeah, I know Damon's happy, bro. Look, he's gonna, yeah.
So
he started
sick.
clapping.
How am I doing?
Doing good. Doing really good. So, yeah.
Got that adrenaline shakes. Beautiful.
Dude,
Beautiful.
it's really hard to explain. This car's obviously been so long in the making. This whole process of building the car through all these iterations, and now to have it the way it is right now, completed. I mean, it's not done yet, but it's driving and it's working really well. And I can't explain to you guys how the car actually feels. I want to get Damon's reaction because he obviously drives all.
You know what's crazy? He said it's not done yet, and I guess they're not going to turn it up more, but I think they'll just do a custom body kit, and that'll take like 3 months. But what Mike was saying in a previous video is that the car, if tuned like all the way up, could easily make 1,800 horsepower wheel. So if they ever get to the point where they can put the components on the car to keep up with that, this car has a beautiful
Kinds of
long
insane
path ahead of it to become a
supercars
monster.
all the time,
Even
but
more
this
than what
car
it already
just
is.
Something special, and it's so unique.
I'm lost for words.
We'll wait for you to get out of the car after. 'Cause
I'm lost for words.
Yeah.
Honestly, can I shut it down for a sec?
Yeah.
Yo, he's happy, bro.
That's it.
He didn't like, bro. The man
right.
has 3 V12 Lamborghinis. Just got a new Revolto, and he never acted like this, bro.
Yeah, compose your thoughts.
Let me just compose my thoughts and take this helmet off for a sec.
Honestly, this is the moment.
yeah.
Oh man. I'm like super emotional. That's actually really weird.
Yeah.
I didn't really didn't perceive myself getting like so overwhelmed with yeah, I'm just really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you're happy that this car is what you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And like this is, yeah, as I was building the car, I'm thinking, all right, I don't want to cut any corners. I want to make it right because I know what Damon wants to do with his car. But not only that, I know the journey that you've gone through to try to build something like this.
Oh, dude, it's been frustrating. Yeah, like to finally. What the f wrong with me? What's wrong?
It's the tire rubber that got in your eye.
Damn, I've been pausing a lot, but look. I'm gonna give my 2 cents. The man has been building this for a long time, right? So the 5 years is already enough monument and obstacle to come over, right? To get to this point. But when you really think about it, bro, from Ken Block's passing to what he started building the channel on, because when he first started this channel, he was drifting Gallardos and trying to copy what Hoonigan did. So now it's come full circle into now he could fill those shoes into what he started off and had a vision for and was inspired by.
Same thing that happened to me last night.
Like
right?
he's that guy now.
Dirt.
God, the block's dirty. There's so much stuff in my eyes.
I'm gonna cry. I gotta like walk away.
Oh,
This car.
I did not see that coming, man. Why are there so many cameras? No, man, I'm just really grateful. Like, I think sometimes people don't understand like what we go through behind the scenes to make all this stuff happen. And yeah, like this has been
yeah, bro. I think we understand. Like we know
I
he
need
was
to
about to
break
pull the
for a second.
plug on the car like a couple times. A lot of back and forth and thoughts on this car. I know that for sure.
years in the making.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Dude, it is.
What the f is wrong with me?
Let it out.
Well, it's
Hold
like,
it in. Just let it out.
it's like
Everyone look away. Let Dad Ugly cry for a sec.
all right, I'm back. I'm better. I'm good. I'm good. Hey, man, it's just really overwhelming. It's hard to put into words that, you know, I was inspired by Ken Block's video, right? And so it kind of
That's
just
what I'm
all
saying.
hit. Like,
We
I'm
understand,
here,
Damon, I
the Hoonigan
understand.
Building, 12 years later.
I'm such a prophet
It's not
for
been a
DDE
year or
videos,
two.
bro.
12 years later, a car that I literally built off, again, the inspiration of Ken's Gymkhana car, the Mustang. Top mount twin turbo, but on a supercar, my own version of that. It's taken 5 years to get to here, and many trials, tribulations, and failures, and lots of lost money. I'm not gonna go down all the road, but like, I know all that. I know all the pain, all the scar tissue, and it just all hit me at once that like, we did it. We f***ing did it. DD fam, we did it. I'm so grateful
what's
to
up,
Mike,
bro.
Tim,
Respectable.
Sean,
Respectable.
Shane, everybody, the guys who let us use the dyno, Dave, my business partner, my wife for all the support and that I've put her through, because it's always like, trust me, babe, the wing's gonna be worth the views. Trust me, babe, the wheels that I'm buying for $10,000 are gonna make the car cool, which people will be attracted to, and it'll help build the channel. So shout out to my wife, who's actually at home right now with a lower back injury, recovering from that, with my mother-in-law visiting to help take care of Presley and the dogs. It's a lot to be here right now. I even missed a flight to get here yesterday.
Bro, I
was a
can't
mess.
joke the way
Anyhow,
I would with DDE
this
fans.
moment,
Yeah,
it's
this
just
man was
all
out here
worth
blowing
it.
back
So,
outs.
let's fire this thing back up and let's just keep going. Let's take it up a notch. This thing moves really good. I'm just gonna slowly improve my skills, not overcomplicate anything, but let's just have some fun. That's what we're here for, right?
Right.
Helmet's going back on, firing this thing back up. Let's go, baby.
So happy for him and all of you guys. Like, this is really cool. I've only been here for a short amount of the time that you've been building it, but like just seeing all the work you've even put in like the last 4 months is crazy. And it's cool that I'm getting like the tail end of it and I just get to see the happy, yay, everyone's stoked. I'm like, this is awesome. But yeah, good job, guys. Like, I'm proud of all of you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a crazy project. Obviously, it's not 100% done yet, but the rest is the body work, the facade to make it look amazing, and that's in the works. But enough of that chat. Let's hear this thing roar.
Let's see what's on turn now. Speed on. And imagine, like, he's feeling all of this while in basically his backyard lot of his business building. So when he's on the track or on the middle of the street in front of a bunch of people and having a film set of trying to make a Hoonigan video, a Hoonigan corn type video, yo, the emotion's gonna be at 100x. Yo, and the car is holding up so well. Like, Mike hasn't said anything. It's just like the first time they just put it on the asphalt, it's doing beautiful. The only mishap that's happened is
The car,
when Damon
for the
broke
record,
it.
the car Mike built, with, in fact, I'm going to take some credit, with my bad idea in mind, the platform, is right now making me look like a better driver than I am. Because, bro, this car has all the power you need at literally like 2,000 RPM. Holy
That's what I'm saying. Like, he hasn't been
What do you got to tell me, bro?
10%, 15%. He hasn't been pushing
honestly,
it.
like, this is literally not just your first time really driving the car. The car is fresh. Like, there's so many things that we still have to dial in and make it perfect. So I think we're at about 85%, but there's another 15% left to really dial this thing in. And when that happens, man, it's already awesome.
How am I doing from a driving perspective?
Good. I mean, it looks like what you're doing is really trying different things and trying to see what the car reacts to.
Yeah.
And that's important because then you understand
that's
what
not
the
no
car is
easy,
doing rather than
easy
just
car to
going like,
drive, bro.
I'm going to grab third and send it and see what happens.
Not on the block,
Not on the block.
Too many surface changes.
Yep.
Too new of a car. Too expensive of a car.
Yeah.
And I took tips from you that, like, this space, this parking lot, is really just best suited to keep it in first and second.
Yep. And also, that's the gearing I put in the car.
Yeah.
So
It's got pretty tall first gear.
yeah, it does.
Like, you can run this corner in first.
Yep.
But it is kind of fun to put it in second.
It is. Yeah. Second, you get the wheel speed up a
I'm
bit.
just clutching it because
Yeah.
I have to clutch it.
Yeah.
Which we haven't set it up for that. What do you call that when you don't have to clutch it? You just bang it?
Yeah, but that only works when the tires aren't really spinning. So there's load on the transmission if the tires are spinning, and it won't do a no lift shift cut. So,
No lift. That's the word I was looking
Yep,
for.
yep.
No lift shift.
So anyway, you want to use the clutch because that allows you to put down the right amount of power when you do the shift. Otherwise, you do that shift and it just goes full
Yeah,
power and it'll
drop.
make the car just want to act like either spin.
Yeah.
So you want to use the clutch at all points unless you're just down the straightaway banging gears.
This puppy's got a lot of power. You can tell it's got 1278 to the wheels.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Collab
it's so
trim with Breeze on the
responsive. It's
Seto.
not just the power. It's
Oh, he's
how
on a
the
Seto
power
right
band
now?
is. Like wherever you touch the throttle, it's ready to go.
Real talk.
Perfect day.
I could hop on a
like,
Seto.
honestly, dude, like, I'm like jacked up right now.
Yeah.
Just gonna let it calm down, let my nerves calm down a little bit. You know, the problem is you get too excited, you get clouded in your brain, and that's when
That
you can
man's
make a
streaming right
mistake.
now. I thought it was a
And
test
there is
stream from my
no crash bars on the
notification.
front of
Unless he
this.
trained, like, he didn't change the name
hit
of
that
it.
into anything. So
Yeah, definitely don't wanna hit
today's
that
gonna be a great
enter
day. The car's gonna drive perfectly. I'm gonna drive perfectly. By the way, how's that for a role reversal? Mike's actually doing the filming and I'm doing the driving. That's it, guys. DD's over now.
So I'm improving as a videographer, Damon's improving as a driver, just expanding our horizons. Hopefully one day I can hold the camera and film and get all those settings right like he does. It's gonna take a while though, he's got a lot of experience. Also got Tim, the other videographer today.
I'm filming.
Tim's got the long lens on there.
Yeah, I'm on the scaffolding.
Let's just give them a quick shout out because they deserve it big time. XCOM Tires, thanks for shipping all the tires over. Mike, obviously as a pro drifter, has gone through tons of different tires, tire brands, compounds, and he was actually saying it's impressive that they provide the level of grip they do without completely destroying themselves. So shout out to XCOM.
So consistent all the way through. You bolt them on, you do a burnout, you get a little heat in them, and then through the whole thing, super consistent. Really, really good for driving because you don't want that grip level to be changing and you to go into a corner thinking it has it and it doesn't. Also with Apex wheels,
Look at this.
like
The wheels, beautiful wheel, strong forged. This is the tire we're running. It's called the HP. Basically stands for high performance. The rear, remember, on this car is a 305, a big tire. I think
Yeah, it's
we're gonna
pretty
go
meaty.
through maybe one set of rears today, and that's pretty good because at the end of the day, tires are expensive. And even though XComp has sponsored us, it's not unlimited tires. Let's keep going.
let's go.
Just like that Tokyo drift scene, where they're just running through tires. They're at that point of the journey now. Damon's just got a training arc ahead of him. crazy. He's starting to push it a little bit more now.
How am I looking?
Looking good.
I'm okay?
Yeah.
This thing is fun.
It is.
I gotta get you in it, and you know what, you guys, I'm not hogging all the seat time. It's just, honestly, Mike actually needs to leave by 3 o'clock today, and for a really big reason. But I'm not gonna tell you until the end of the video.
The Mercedes? He got his Mercedes up?
And
life-changing. No, he got a job offer.
That's the reason why Mike's leaving DDE. So stick around, because you're gonna want to hear this. Mike's
No, he
gonna
gotta
get to drive it. He's gonna get
I bet you
plenty of
anything
seat
Mike got a
time.
job offer
There's a
some
lot
crazy
to do with
company
this car
or a
that
crazy
I can't
project.
do. I didn't build it. I don't understand the mechanics of it. I don't have the mechanical sympathy. As you saw from the first night I drove it, I broke this. So Mike's gonna get a lot of seat time. He'll dial it all in. He's gonna talk to you guys about all the technical stuff, and I'm just gonna be the guy that learns how to do the dumb shit. And then all I'm gonna do is like freak out and cry and tell you guys my emotions.
Freak out and cry.
Yeah, so I've built so many cars and driven so many different types of cars that I can dial a car in really quickly, and obviously building everything on this car, I knew the formula that it would need for it to be really good right out of the box. So that's why we're here right now, and the car is running and driving really well. But I will jump in the car, and I'm not worried about that. This is Damon's car. This is his dream, and he's in it, and it's making me so happy to see the car driving, doing what it's supposed to do, doing what I built it to do, and him behind the wheel and his genuine reaction. It's amazing. I mean, if I don't ever drive the car, I'll be upset, but that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna drive it. But seeing him in the car right now, that's what's really important, and that's what's really special.
Yeah. And when Mike starts to drive this thing, we're gonna go through tires real quick. So I gotta place that order before Mike drives it. Mike's gonna.
I got a really heavy right foot.
I know Mike is dying.
You also
He's
know
gonna,
how to do
bro,
the
he's
whole
gonna
like
kill
left
that
foot
car.
slow down the car, but keep the wheel speed going.
Yep.
Which that's what creates a lot of smoke.
Yes, exactly.
Well, let's just keep this party going, man.
Let's go.
How's the
Fire the
smoke
thing
look
up.
when I start doing donuts near you?
Yeah, well, as you left here, especially
I know
with the
all
sun,
the old heads for
I couldn't even see the
DDE
car. Like
community
it
are
kind of went
crying
off.
right
Really?
now.
Get some good smoke?
Yeah,
I was in
donuts
second
and some
gear.
heat. Yep. It's
Dude,
awesome. Like you're in second gear doing donuts, and it's still so manageable. It doesn't bog at all.
No. Whatever you guys did to fix it from that first night, it drives night and day.
Yeah.
It's so much more manageable. How's it sound on the outside? Because in here, dude, it is bananas.
Yeah, it is insane. So you guys heard the dyno video, you've heard us rev it, everything. It's always on camera, it's always on the microphone, but still, even being there, it sounds different out here, outside, on the block, in the open air. It sounds insane. Like I was saying before, it sounded like a motorcycle. It doesn't sound like a motorcycle. It sounds like nothing I've ever heard before. It is so unique and so crisp.
It's free-flowing.
Yeah.
Like it is like the way it revs, and there is, like, dude, there is no turbo lag.
Nothing.
It does
No
not exist.
turbo lag
I
is
never thought I'd
crazy.
actually say that.
You can't
Turbo
even
lag-
tell.
Turbo
Yeah.
lag doesn't. You would think this is a 1200 wheel horsepower and a V12.
Yes.
All right, let's fire it up.
All right, let's go. All right, jumper pack, Tim. It's him.
Jumper pack too. Yeah, I think
And
balls
that's
draws
where the
voltage like
battery
crazy.
issue comes into play.
Oh, I thought Mike was pumping it down. What? No. You running that back. What? Look at this. When he said this? What? Nah, I think it's out of insane. Hey, I never been invested in a YouTuber, so this might actually be the first time I pull up to a YouTuber event. Like, I have to hear this shit in real life. Oh, you saw the little flames spitting out the bottom of the exhaust from the, yeah, that's fine. Insanity, bro. Man, look how much angle that car has too. Just sliding effortlessly. He's happy.
Right?
I could do this all day.
Yes, exactly.
It actually breaks my heart Mike has to leave. Because I will not, I shouldn't say that. I will talk to Mike about whether or not I should drive this car without him here. It seems like it's acting okay. So, but it's kind of nice to have his supervision because he can see
It's that extra safety net.
a tell to me doing something wrong.
It's all good. It's just the catch tank breather.
Oh, from that turbo?
Yeah, I understand what Damon's saying though. Like imagine taking care of an animal you know nothing about. Imagine I give you a toucan to babysit for the weekend. You look at that bird, the bird look at you like, what the fuck? Like, this is Mike's baby. Dog, I understand what he's saying now. Like the car barely sounds like it's revving and it's just sliding so effortlessly. Sounds like it's at 2K, 3K RPMs. Imagine a car actually sliding that you own at 2K RPM like it's nothing. Like what? Oh my god, bro.
Alright, I can throw Mike in here. We're just gonna do a couple of donuts.
Yes.
Good?
Good.
Oh,
Feel that rumble.
Damn, bro, this is just a look back moment for DDE. This car feels like the heart and soul of DDE now. Like, the SVJ was at first, but this is Damon's true vision, right? It was like that was supposed to be. So now, like, that song is going like on everyone. Especially when Mike came to, like, the whole new team. This seems like the heart of the channel. Like, the SVJ is retired, in my opinion.
and I stole it at the end. It was still in first gear.
All that stuff that just takes
Hey,
the...
turn it back on to cool it off.
Yeah, you can fire it back up.
Tim, jumper cable.
Yeah, we got to do something about that battery.
All right. Oh, you guys.
What an amazing day filled with emotions. You know what? This is if there's ever been a milestone at Daily Driven Exotics, and there's been many, this is the biggest one, hands down, by far. And I am so grateful to you guys as well. Good to go?
Yep, fire.
This guy deserves a hug. So remember I was telling you that we have a
Bro
big
hugged
announcement for
and
Mike?
thanked Mike like 50 times in this video.
I don't need to tell him. Tell him what you did.
Well, I'm going to the Caribbean to go check out a boat, and if everything goes well, we're gonna buy that thing. And so far so good. It looks like we're gonna make the purchase, so might be a big boat owner real soon.
Oh,
Making the dreams come
I
true.
thought you was about to get a crazy job offer. I guess it's what they've been saying, bro. He's about to sell
I
the
was always
7
told,
C's.
you want to be successful in life? Build a big enough dream that other people's dreams fit with your dream.
Yes.
And together, you both achieve what you want. Mike's gonna get his boat.
Bro built
I got
cars
my
for his
car.
whole life
And
just
the
to hop
big
on a
news
boat and sell the
is
C's.
Mike coming back, or is Mike sailing off into the sunset?
Bro.
You're gonna have to wait till the next video to find out. But for now, Mike's gonna take off for a couple
Damn,
of
Mike
weeks
is
with
a
his
little
family.
emotional.
They're gonna go check out a boat.
Damn.
You didn't really think I wasn't gonna let the guy who built my dream car drive it?
Hey, that's what I've been waiting for. I thought you were gonna drive me in the next video. Oh my god. Look, he just slid that thing out the garage. Look at that. Oh my god, he's so tough. That's crazy. Nah. Bruh, I thought Mike was gonna drive it a little more, but insane video. This is such like a circle back moment for DDE. Congrats to Mike, congrats to Damon, the whole team, Dave, Tim, Sean, all of them, bro.